Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently making the single biggest power play I think we have ever made in Crusader Kings. We are attacking the Magadan Empire to subjugate them. I have no idea why it's letting us subjugate an empire to your realm. But okay, I guess this is what we're gonna do. So this will be fine. I mean, there's not that many other empire tier realms, right? We've got a kingdom tier over here. There's a Roman kingdom. This is a kingdom tier, so we'll be able to subjugate Egypt next life as planned. This is insane. I have no idea why the game's going to let us do this, but we do know that their armies are up here. We don't necessarily want to chase them up into these mountains, but we do want to bring our siege force up, and we want to see if they'll let us catch them. That would be nice. And we're just going to head up over like this way for the time being. I don't think we're actually going to catch them over here. I think that's very unlikely. Actually, we are. Maybe. Cool. So we're going to head on in there. We've got our reinforcements on the way. The reinforcements will be arriving very shortly here. And we're already winning without the reinforcements. So that's perfect. This is going to be a good chunk of battle war score for us, because that's a big battle. We're going to go up and siege the Dama of Rukaj. And what else are we going to do here? I mean, we're just pretty much going to siege, right? Oh, he has more troops right here. They're locked in. We're going to group these together. We're going to come up here and fight them again. Yeah, he didn't have his full army there. That was a big mistake on his part. Okay, wonderful. These guys were not far behind, but we are going to catch them here. And we're going to do a lot of damage to them. So we only got 9% battle war score there, and we're going to have to be careful that these guys don't turn around and stack wipe our siege force. We don't know where they're retreating to, but probably not very far, if I had to guess. It's down over that way. Okay, sure. So we're going to finish this off, no problem. We finish up our siege here. So I think next we have to come down this way. If we look at the actual war goal here, yes, this is the only direction to go. So that's fine. We finish up this battle, and we will head down this direction. Probably look to resupply a little bit down in this area. Supply limits aren't that bad. We're at exactly 50% war score right now, only 16% from battles. But we need to stick fairly close to our siege force at this point. So that'll be fine. Apparently the court jester is stealing our wife's clothes. That's probably not good. Don't do that. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to head down over this way and get our resupplies underway. We see that these guys have turned around. These guys are still retreating over here. So far, so good. So we're going to split this force here into probably like 4, I think. We'll head out over this way, and then this unit would split, and these guys would go... Let's see, these are standing still. So they would go up like over here. Yeah. That should allow us to resupply these guys while we wait for our opponents to show their faces again. There's this force over here. If they continue to head down this way, then we'll go after them with this force. I don't expect them to. Okay, this is... I don't know why they decided to do this. This is very silly of them. They definitely have vision of this area. So that's a stack wipe. It's only the ally, though, so we're probably not going to get very much out of that, if any war score. And we'll just head on in over this way. It was worth 2%. Okay, sure, we'll take that. These guys are heading southward. Why are we not sieging here? Oh, we already occupied it. I couldn't even see the dashed line there. I saw it when I zoomed out, like here. It's visible there, but when we're in here, I can barely see that. Gotta love being colorblind. Okay, sure. So that is occupied, and we're going to head down over this way. And we see a force over here. Our wife died. Okay. As you drew your last breath, relief washed over me. Okay, sure. So we need a new one of those. Skill 25 stewardship is solid. And we'll go ahead and do that. And she will immediately work on our domain. That, of course, allows us to pull back one of our castles. And that's this one that we're going to pull back. So we will revoke that title. And I think we're only lacking one? Or is that all of them? Are we in our full form right now? I believe we're in our full form right now. Okay, cool. So 15 needs to be our domain target. Sounds good. So these guys are currently taking attrition here. We'll go ahead and split them, and we're going to move one unit down over to this castle. Now, they're going to still be taking attrition there, but that's okay. We're at 56% war score right now. Yeah, this just connects in over this way in a slightly awkward manner, but that's fine. This war will wrap up soon enough, and we're definitely going to want to start moving out over here. Let's see. A mason's workshop is probably not great, considering we don't have any buildings to construct and won't for a good long time. A jeweler's workshop might be better here. Yes. Okay, fantastic. So we will push our way down over this direction, and we're going to need to move all of our troops down here to support this. We will definitely be taking attrition down here, but we absolutely need to get down here and start taking some of this territory. This is going to be such a big land grab. We will need to clean up quite a lot of border gore over here, for sure. But that's fine. Ah, now you see, they're coming down over here. And they have managed to hit our siege force. I didn't see them coming in, and we don't arrive in time to stop it. That is deeply unfortunate. Our siege force got stack wiped there. I was hoping that these guys would arrive in time. They did not. Additional reinforcements are on the way, but it's taking us a very long time to cross this pass. For now, we're going to group up here, and we're going to retreat these guys. We'll see where they retreat to. That's not bad at all. Okay, sounds good. We're going to head in over here and catch this force now. And we're going to win this battle. Now, did they pull back any war score there? 2%. Okay, sure. That's fine. We're going to re-raise our men-at-arms up over this way. Well, wherever we can. We're going to re-raise our men-at-arms there. Okay, yeah, that'll take quite a while, but we'll get that underway. So we're at 77% here. Interesting. So let's come over here and start a slow siege. I think we're going to need to start, like, multiple slow sieges. For the time being, this will be fine. We aren't going to have ticking war score, ever. But we can continue to win battles, and in between battles, work on these slow sieges. Oh, this is not within that territory. Right, it wouldn't be. We'll need to come up over this way. Okay. We do have a new stewardship perk available, and we will take positions of power. Wonderful. So it's going to take a good long time before we have our siege weapons back, which is unfortunate. And there's some guys running around back here that we'll probably want to deal with. So let's group all of these armies together for the moment, and let's split off, I think, like half of our units here. And then we'll go to, like, that. These guys are going to get themselves a leader, and they're going to come back over this way, see about cleaning up some of this backline. These guys are going to slow siege, so we're going to need them to have a siege leader here. If we've got one. Yes, this guy. Perfect. Okay, so we need to make our way up over to here. If they're going to siege this, that's completely fine. We would absolutely love them to siege this. 4 months, and we will arrive up here in 5 months. Okay, never mind, but they stopped their siege, so that's good. 4 months on our siege over here. And of course, we're going to want to split this force and have some of them come up over this way for purposes of not taking as heavy of attrition. Now, they're walking down into this pass. That is foolish of them, and I don't think that they're going to continue this path for very long. We catch them here. Okay, sounds good to me. This will be worth probably a little bit of war score. But I wouldn't expect it to be worth a huge amount of war score. Now they have another force over here. We have a Royal Court event here. Spectacular baked truffles indeed. Okay. Back to the war. Fantastic. We're fighting over here, and we're winning that fight. There we go. I never even saw them walk in. That's fine. So these guys are going to turn around at this point and come over this way. See if we can track down this force. That'd be amazing if we could. We're at 83% war score right now. And we do have this force to reinforce if necessary. They are currently down to 18,000 troops, which is quite a bit if they were all grouped in one place. But they're not. Okay, can we catch them here? Maybe is the answer. It's a definite maybe. We just inherited a county, which we should not have. So we're going to grant that out to a noble of the Armenian culture. Perfect. Okay. Back to the war. This siege will be done shortly, and it looks like we will, in fact, catch them here. That's perfect. We're very, very happy about that. Okay. So we managed to get this location. That brings us up to 87%. Cool. We're going to start slow sieges here and here. We will be able to support each other. Excellent. We catch this force, of course, and there's no problem there. Now our siege force is going to arrive in like 60 days. And they're a long ways away. We're going to walk over this direction and start to resupply this force a bit. So we're at 89%. And that's wonderful. We see this force here, which actually means we have to redirect up this way. It's possible that they go after our siege force. And that would be problematic for us, for sure. 2,600 troops over here. They're walking into this location. They're currently locked into it. We're going to do this. Maintaining the siege, yet fighting these guys. Beautiful. Okay. So we're making our way up. These siege weapons are going to need to make their way over in a somewhat cautious pattern. That'll be fine, I think. We'll eliminate this army, of course. No problem there. And then we'll send these guys back to their respective locations. We're at 97% war score right now. 97. One more battle or one more siege should finish it. We're going to have a siege done in 50 days here. These guys are on their way to intercept this force. I think that they're going to try to intercept us here. We're going to prevent moving in that direction. Okay. We might get stack wiped here again. Yeah, I think we will. This is fine, though. We don't actually care about this. Because we catch this force here, which will allow us to win the war. But the war is over anyway. It's all completely fine. We're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. And look at Armenia now. Oh my. There's definitely some border core that needs to be worked on. We knew that would be the case. We should give it a little bit, though, at this point. We definitely need to let our men-at-arms regenerate. So we should give it a bit at peace and not go to war for not a huge amount of time, but for just a little while here. We do need to get rid of some vassals, and we can usurp this kingdom. Sure, go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to give it out just yet, I don't think. Well, maybe I will. No. No, I think this is fine. I think it's completely okay. This duchy we'll go ahead and create, and that goes to this lady right here. We'll show only the recent titles. So the principality there. Perfect. And we'll create this duchy. That goes here. Grant that over. 4 vassals go with, and that actually puts us where we need to be. We have 8 royal court events available. There's actually a bunch of artifacts, so we can put up a furniture piece, and we'll go ahead and do that. And other than that, that looks like that's all we can do here. So that's fine. How are we doing on our mangonels here? Ah, we can now increase the size of our men-at-arms. Do it. Let's do that across the board. We'll just get that absolutely done. Fantastic. I don't really care about these ransoms. They're not very relevant to us. And we're going to need to go after some of these border gory locations for sure. There's no doubt about that. We're also going to want to take over Mesopotamia over here. If we were to declare war on this guy, we could do a holy war for Duchy. But this is only a single county. He's at war right now with this guy. Okay, I think we'll leave that be for the moment. Like I said, I want to make sure that we have our men-at-arms fully maxed out by the time we go back to war. So we'll go ahead and bump up to speed 4 while we wait here. Okay, sure. I'll ransom people. Getting tired of them asking. There we go. That'll make back some money, I suppose. We are only at 8K, so we could definitely use a little bit more of a nest egg here. Perfect. I wish we could set a ransom policy where we just automatically ransom them if they will accept it. That would be nice. But unfortunately, that's not extant right now in the game. I would like to go after Persian Cappadocia Taurica, for sure. And we were going to go after them for the Holy War for Kingdom, were we not? I believe we were going to go after the Kingdom of Persis. I believe that's correct. But like I said, I definitely want to wait until our men-at-arms are fully reinforced, which they should be very, very soon. Let's see here. 1 more month, and they'll be fully reinforced. So that'll be fine. No problems whatsoever there. This is just absurd how large we've gotten in the last moment. But of course, holding it in Crusader Kings is a whole nother battle. There's no doubt about that. So we've got these vassals underneath us right now. Yeah, they're pretty angry. They are pretty angry. So we could definitely demand their conversions. They might accept. But right now I'm going to hold off on that, I think. We should bump back down to speed 3. And we should go ahead and go after this kingdom claim. Before we die here, we want to get that used up. So under most circumstances, to prevent border gore, I would go after this. However, Persis is absolutely the better choice here. There's no doubt about it. So we're going to go ahead and declare this. Nearby Mithrin rulers may join the war, but I kind of doubt that they will. And we're going... Apparently I still can't scroll with the middle mouse button. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and raise up our troops down over here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms and levy troops. How many of each are we going to need? Not many. Unless they get more troops in from alliances or other rulers joining the war. That's a possibility. We'll see if they do. This is more than enough. Stop gathering, please. They came in very suddenly. Okay. So this will be fine. We're going to head up this way very soon, but I want to hit this first and just get this out of the way. Group these together, and we're going to put in our mangonels. And we're going to head up over this way. Now that the very loud music has stopped, that is perfect. I wish there was a way to disable that or turn it down on like a per track basis. Unfortunately, there isn't, and the rest of the music is fine. So, I don't know. We're going to get rid of our tyranny, I guess. I don't think we really have much tyranny, but that's fine. We do need a siege commander over here. This guy will do. And we're, of course, coming up here to start a slow siege until such a time as we see the enemy forces. And they're up over here, it looks like, so there's not really a big concern about that. So we should split these guys into at least halves and send them up over here. I mean, they have access to 5,000 troops, right? So we definitely don't even need 18,000 stacks. We're going to split this again, and we'll call it good on the 9,000 stacks. We're going to send a unit over here to eliminate this force, and then these guys will get split up as well as soon as they arrive here. There we go. And they are going to head off over this direction, although that pathing isn't great, is it? If we do this, it'll take them longer to get there, but we'll avoid the attrition, so that sounds good to me. Excellent. So these slow sieges will be slow. There's no doubt about that. There's also a dangerous faction, an independence faction against us. We're not surprised by this at all. So some of these guys we might be able to deal with. Now this guy, I would be surprised if we were able to do this. Actually, we can. So that's great. We'll go ahead and do that. No problem. For now, anyway. There might still be a problem later on. But that'll do. We could definitely use additional children, but we're okay for now. Sounds good. So these sieges will go quite quickly with us doing 5 simultaneous sieges. Even if 4 of them are slow sieges. It'll be completely fine. We will make our way up this way, grab these 2 baronies, and grab all of this over here. Now, it was just working, and then it stopped when I moused over something. I don't know what it was. That's definitely a annoying little issue with the middle mouse stopping working kind of randomly. I hope Paradox fixes that one soon. We're going to come over this way after this is cleared out, and this siege force will go ahead and do the actual sieging here. No, you don't get that. Cool. We accept this guy's generous gifts. We can transfer this vassal over as well, and that's definitely something we're interested in doing. We're going to get these artifacts repaired on up. There we go. And we just inherited a county. So, where is this? This one. We will grant that off to a new noble. That is perfectly fine. And we will continue our conquest. So we're currently at 16% war score. We're going to head over here next. Yes, we're going to take attrition by going there, but I guess that's okay. And these guys, they are going to head up over this way. Perfect. Okay. So this looks good. We're at 21% war score. That will continue to increase rather quickly, actually. So once we're done with this siege in just 30 days, we're going to send them probably all the way up to Jarmak. This siege will be done in 3 months. And then we'll come over this direction, I think, and just look at getting ticking war score. That's going to be the overall goal there. Are they in another war? Like, why are their troops not attacking us? Something's under siege. Oh, they're down over here. Got it. In that case, we're going to head up over this way. I didn't see them come in over here, but that makes more sense. Fantastic. And these guys are freed up now, and we're going to head over with this force and look to beat them up. We do need a new spy master. We'll put in this guy. He's very good at the job, but he's not going to last very long. He's like 1 trillion years old. So that's fine. We're going to head up and get that siege done. And I'm wondering what exactly their goal is here. Just try to siege some of this back? I don't know. That's not going to be very effective for them. There's not a lot that they can do right now. This does free up this 8,500 stack. We're going to send them southward. They can come over this way. In fact, they could start a slow siege here. It's not within the territory that we're claiming, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. You can come down this way, and we finished up our siege here. So we're going to head in this way and defeat some of these forces. Hope to recover some of our piety. We also just finished up this siege. That's wonderful. We're going to come in over this direction and make our way this way. These guys can head over to here. Cool. So we're at 60% war score, and we will continue trying to catch these guys, and it looks like we will succeed. So that'll net us some battle war score. Some badly needed battle war score at that. This siege has begun. Excellent. There is an independence faction brewing up here. We're not super surprised about this. I do think that we can probably deal with this. Yes, we can. So we're going to get that alliance made. That'll make independence factions very difficult to set up against us, so that's wonderful. And we'll finish up this battle. That puts us at 95. Wow, 35% from that. I was going to put in a cut after the battle, but at this point, we may as well just finish this siege and end the war. I mean, that's going to be done very soon here, so yeah, we may as well do that. For now, I will say you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and next episode, we are going to hand out some titles over here. See you all then.